It's a party. My birthday stuff. Yes, we are back. We are back.
Yay!
This is Mind My Own Podcast. I'm your host, Kenda. It's another Wednesday, and today I have a special guest. Y'all know her personally. Y'all seen her on the show, and she's got her own podcast.
Yes.
This is Shavonda Evans, y'all. I'm a clap for sis. Yes. So, Shavonda, you want to just tell the audience a little bit about yourself before we kick it off, sis?
Oh, hi, you all. I am Shavonda Evans. Well, I'm Shavonda Marie on my show, though. Okay. Love, strength, and love. You all, please tap in. It's just about going through the healing process and actually allowing yourself to let the love from inside actually help you on the love on outside.
Yes. So, loving yourself
Yes.
helps you to love
Others.
others.
Yep.
Yes, that's what her podcast is about. That's beautiful.
Tap in, y'all.
Y'all make sure y'all tap in. She got a YouTube channel.
Yes.
She's also TDR,
Yes.
part of the TDR family. What day the show come on?
It comes on Sunday at 5 p.m.
Y'all get ready. Make sure y'all tap in. She has some really good topics. She has great guests,
Yes.
really good conversation. So, yes,
Tap
that's why
in.
she here, because she be delivering the content. It be good content,
Thank
good
you, baby.
conversation, good vibes.
Thank you.
So yeah. So today you and I are gonna talk about out with the old,
Yes.
in with the new,
Yes.
focusing on breaking bad habits
Mm-hmm.
and creating new ones.
Yes.
Now that just sounds so easy, don't it? When you say it, it sounds like, okay, yeah, well, I'm gonna just stop doing that. You know?
It's
But
not
it's
easy.
not. It's not
easy at all.
So one of the things I learned about bad habits is there's always something that triggers it first.
Yes.
And then after it triggers you, your brain tells you got to do something about it.
Mm-hmm.
And it also kind of like tells you, like, if you do this, you're going to feel so much better.
Yeah.
Right. And I always wonder, like, why does that happen? Like, why is my brain telling me to do something that's not good for me and telling me that if I do it, I'm going to feel better? That's so weird. Why is that?
The mind playing tricks on you.
Right. It's so strange, right? So I think about if you think about some of your bad habits, I can name a few of mine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just being transparent. I'm only going to name two.
Why only two?
Because we're going to name two, and then you're going to name two. Can we do this together?
Yes, baby. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. One of my bad habits is procrastination.
Oh, baby, that's one of mine.
I was like that throughout college, on my college papers, my homework assignments. I would wait till the week the assignment was due, and then I would start to get strategic. I was so bad with that, and that is so horrible. But for some reason, whenever I did that, whenever I knew or I was triggered by the bug of procrastination,
Right.
it always put that extra oomph in me to finish and get done what I needed to do.
Yeah, to
So,
really focus, huh?
yes, I always wonder like, is this a bad habit or is it just what works for me?
It's what's worked for you.
I was confused about that because I would write some of the best papers under pressure. Like, I get A's and B's on my stuff. Like, and I would only prepare for like a week. I would break it down like, okay, Sunday, you're
Mhm.
gonna read the chapters and you're gonna highlight what needs to be remembered and learned. Then Monday, you're gonna create the structure. So I used to do, I don't know if you did this like in school or just in general if you do lists.
Yes,
I
I
like to
definitely
do
do.
lists.
Yes.
You'll take the little lines and you'll write the stuff out. I was really technical the week of. And then I would take that information and I would start figuring out what I wanted to cite in my papers. And then I would read it again to put it in my own words because
Right.
you couldn't put it in the words of the
Mhm.
person who actually wrote it.
Right.
So I would, and then I would translate it to how it, what it meant to me and how to speak it in my paper. And I would be like, I tell myself, you got to do 2 pages this day, you got to do 2 pages this day, you got to do 2 pages this day. And I would just, or however many pages I needed to do to equal how many pages I needed by the time it was due.
Right.
That's what I would do in school. I would procrastinate so bad with schoolwork,
So
but
is
it
it
seemed like
really
it was helping me.
procrastination? Like I'm saying, right? Like you said before, is it really procrastination, or is it what works
Or
for
was
you?
that what was working for me? I
Because
don't
to
know.
me, it sounds like you just kind of broke it down and kind of just like let it just flow. Like you made sure you did something each day, though. Like, hey, I'm getting the work done. It's just
I'm
gonna
getting it
take me
done.
a
I'm
little
just,
bit longer.
yes. I mean, I'm doing it the swift. I don't know. I don't know, but it was working. I got through college. Some people go through college and they struggle so bad because
Mhm.
like the parties, all the distractions, all the things
Yes.
around them, the drinking, there's drugs, there's all kind of stuff like people can get involved in when they're in
Mhm.
school around different peers and they're trying to lean on these different things to help them get their schoolwork done or to stay
Mhm.
engaged in their classes or stay engaged with their peers or feel confident enough to join like different programs and sororities and
Yes.
things like that. Like that's just an example
Right.
of like some of the pressures people can be under in school and like or just learning something new. There's a lot of pressure. And so I don't know if that's me. It's not me folding under pressure.
Mm-mm. Definitely not.
I just didn't do it till I felt like it or
Which
until
was
I
right
had no
before.
choice.
Or a week before.
Right, that's what I did.
Hey, my thing is you got it done, right? And you got a good score on it. So
See?
hey, like
Yeah, but then I also have to wonder how could I have done better? Like, can you do better if you did good?
right.
Like, if I got a good grade, like if I still got an A, like imagine if I would have started sooner. What would that have achieved? Maybe I would have got the Nobel Peace Prize.
Say
So
hey.
that's just one thing
Right.
that I'm gonna still put it in the bad habit category because not only did I do that in school, I do that with other stuff too. Like I know I need to go to the grocery store. I know I need gas in my car. I'll wait till that low fuel light. Come on.
Or we ain't got no food in the house.
Right. Or damn there ain't nothing to eat. And I ain't got no choice. I'm
You
bad with
sound
that.
like me.
So okay, so me and you got that together in the bag.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, now you say one outside of that
Okay.
you
So
gotta work on or that you feel is a bad habit.
okay, one of my bad habits is um smoking marijuana.
Mm. Some
Smoking
people.
marijuana is a bad habit for me because it puts me in that procrastination mode.
Oh, okay. So it's linked together for you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So that contributes to one of your other triggers.
Mm-hmm.
So they're intertwined.
Yes.
That's interesting. Okay.
I had to figure that out actually going through it all. And I'm like, wait.
Like this making me lazy.
Yes. Like, wait, I'm supposed to be doing this. And I'll smoke. Like, okay, I'm in chill mode. I ain't finna do nothing.
Now I'm cool. Don't nothing matter but this moment right here, right now.
Right.
That's so funny. Let me see. What else? Bad habit. Okay. Another bad habit is I will get myself super geeked up about something and I'll do it. And sometimes I'll do it for a long term and sometimes it'll be a short term. But I'll get myself super geeked up about doing stuff and I'll start it. And then after maybe like 2 or 3 curveballs or feelings of like I don't want to do this, then I might just say fuck it. I'm gonna reference it to going to the gym because I was doing so good. I was going every day for like 3 months straight, 5 a.m. getting up doing the damn thing. Then I started a new gig and I had to get up early by force. And then I convinced myself that I couldn't get up at 5 a.m., work out, leave, and feel good with the workout that I did.
And then go to work.
And then go to work and have a good day after having to get up that early and lose my sleep. Like, I convinced myself that I wanted my sleep more. I hate that. And then I told myself, you'll go after work.
And then don't go.
And then it was just a thought and a memory. But no, I want to get back into it. But I do that. I will start something. I will be doing so good. And then something to throw a wrench in what I'm doing. Like, it wasn't a bad thing. I started a new gig and I wanted to be well rested. I was what actually happened was the first week I started that job, it was so mentally, physically draining from trying to learn all the stuff they were trying to teach me. And then I was commuting back and forth to work. So my mental, and then I still have my kids and I was helping them with everything. And it just felt like it was impossible to do anymore. And then I told myself, okay, well, once you're done with training, you're going to get back in there and you're going to get back refocused.
Yep.
And then I looked and I'm like, damn, but imagine if you would have kept going.
Not had that little break.
Yes, but now I had a break. I've been eating egg rolls. And,
say, man, I'm going to go one of these days.
But I'm telling myself, I still keep telling myself, you're going to go back. Don't worry. It's okay. You're going to do it again. Like, I don't know if that's guilt. I don't know what that is, but like, and then sometimes what I'll do is I'll just binge eat something. I'll binge eat because like, no, you're not about to make, like telling myself, you're not about to make me feel bad about not going
to the gym.
I'm gonna eat what the fuck I want when I want to do it. Shoot, who you talking to? Me talking to myself. Who you talking to? You got the power.
Oh wow!
But see, it's that's something that's a bad thing. Like that's terrible. Like I shouldn't do that. And that's so crazy because a lot of us do. A lot of us will convince ourselves that what's bad for us is actually good for us. Our brain naturally does that. Our brain naturally convinces us because our brain doesn't want discipline so bad. Like, so one of the things that I learned is that the reason why discipline is so difficult for us is because we have to turn things away or we have to turn things down or we have to do the things we don't want to do.
Exactly.
And that's the thing, right? It's a lot of people saying like you only live once, YOLO.
Mm-hmm.
Like adopt that way of living and you will truly live. Like that's something that people really tell themselves is if you just tell yourself you only live once,
Hmm.
you mentally fucking yourself.
I was waiting to laugh.
Cause
I
you
was
are
trying to hold
really,
it in.
it sounds good, don't it? It sounds sweet.
But it's not
It's
that
really
sweet.
not good.
Cause you
It's really
missed
not
that.
good.
Yes, you missed that and then turn around and they come back and bite you in the ass.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because it's two ways that curiosity can trump fear. And one of the ways that curiosity can trump fear in situations where maybe we fear success, so we are our own self sabotage.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe we fear the fact that once we start doing these things, we have to do them for the rest of our lives. And it's like, dang, I just want to do it this one time and then that's enough. Why I can't just go to the gym? Why I can't just go for a week
And be good.
and be set for life? No, I gotta go for the rest of my life every single day, and I gotta keep that routine. You know, so it's
You said it's go what?
but we for real. But this is so true though, right?
Uh-huh.
So I think the difference between curiosity trumping fear when you develop bad habits
Mm-hmm.
is our fear of not experiencing the entire experience of life, that you only live once thought
Right.
process is I'm curious to know this, but if I do these things all the time and every day, then I have to keep telling myself that I have to do those things every
Mm-hmm.
day. Because when you become disciplined, it's a mental thing.
It is.
And so it doesn't just happen once. You don't just wake up one day and say, I'm going to the gym for the rest of my life.
And it's gonna be great.
And it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. And I'm gonna be skinny and everything's gonna be fine. That's not how it works.
Mm-mm.
You literally got to wake up every day, and this
Mm-hmm.
every day you have to convince yourself and talk to yourself. You wake up at 5 a.m. You don't just move around like a robot.
Mm-mm.
You wake up at 5 a.m. and you mentally tell yourself a few things. The alarm just went off. I'm
Need
tired.
5 more minutes.
Do I want to lay here for a couple more minutes? Do I want to push the snooze?
Mm-hmm.
Do I really got to work out today? How about I just not eat that much at lunch?
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe I'll take a walk. Or I could use the stairs. Or maybe I'll just start parking my car further away from the door. And I'll get my steps in that way.
All these reasons why you not
Your
going
brain,
to the gym.
exactly. Your brain will come up with a million reasons for why you won't do that one thing. And it'll start to develop alternatives
Mm-hmm.
just so you don't have to be disciplined.
Yep. Yep.
Just so you can hold on to those bad habits because
Yes.
that's where you feel like you hold the most power.
Hmm.
When really that's when you are the most powerless.
Hmm.
You are the most powerless
Hmm.
when you turn on yourself.
Yes.
When you allow yourself to self-sabotage.
Yes.
When you can't get rid of the old and let the new you
Come in.
in.
Yes.
And that's tough. And there's a lot of people who aren't even happy with who they are right now.
Mm-mm.
And it might not just be going to the gym. It might not just be not being able to fit something for a special occasion.
Right.
It might not even just be you want to run up the stairs, but you start losing your breath. It could be different factors. It could be health, it could be looks, it could be confidence, it can be all these different reasons for why you're trying to consider picking up new habits because you're not happy with who you are.
Right.
But you have to pick, right?
Yes.
So a couple things. One of the things that I wrote down here is we have to acknowledge our urges.
Yes.
and become curious enough to know what these things are doing to us.
Mm-hmm.
When we learn what they're doing to us, it will actually impact us.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll help us to make an educated decision based off that, what we
Right.
just learned. And if our next step is the best step for us.
Right.
So you can either choose the pain of discipline,
Mm-hmm.
or you can choose the pain of disappointment and regret.
Exactly.
I think one thing that we do too is we trick ourselves between those things.
Mm.
The pain between discipline,
Right.
or the pain of discipline, and the pain of disappointment and regret feels the same in that moment.
Hmm.
Because you can literally tell yourself, I don't want to do them squats.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm only saying this because a lot of people can relate to this thing is I'm not doing them because leg day, I'm gonna be walking around here stiff. Buns gonna be hurting. I hate how, and I'm one of them. I hate leg day.
Me too.
Legs be hurting,
Especially if I ain't done it in a while. Oh boy.
man. But what's the alternative, right? Back hurting, can't breathe, can't walk up a couple stairs, or you get up the stairs, but you get up there and you're winded. You're winded. You're winded. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You steady you got a closet full of clothes in different sizes. You got smalls, mediums, larges from over the years. If you you changing sizes, like damn, like so really you literally look at your decisions in the face.
Yes.
As you still have this baggage of I got these different bins of clothes of different sizes because my weight has fluctuated over the years where I've been skinny, I've been thick.
Mm-hmm.
I've been skinny, I've been thick.
Right.
You know, and some of that thickness don't come without a fupa. I've never been the girl that could get the thickness without the fupa. It's not fair. Not fair at all. It ain't fair, y'all.
I'm just thinking about what you said, like you're not able to get the thickness without like wow, because that's definitely me.
And a lot of girls will say, I don't want to work out because I don't like how it looks on me, or I don't want to go do this because it's gonna make my booty flat. Everything, I'm gonna lose weight everywhere but where I want to lose it. Or I don't have the right formula to work out because I don't know what it's gonna do to me. I might go to the gym and I think that okay, I just need to eat this and I need to do that, but then I might come out the gym not looking like how I wanted to look at all.
Right.
So I think a lot of people just scare themselves. So that's why curiosity has to trump fear in a good way. As soon as you start getting curious about should you do something, change that mindset about being curious about should I, and turn it to what if I.
Right.
Instead of saying should I, tell yourself what if I. So when you wake up, instead of saying should I go to the gym today, say what if I go to the gym today?
How am I gonna feel?
How will I feel?
I could go to work afterwards.
Yeah, what is that really gonna do? And see, I'm saying this today. I gotta work tomorrow now.
You want to go to the gym?
At 5 in the morning?
4:30, baby. 4:30.
But yes, I mean, this is real though, right?
Yes.
This is so real. Like,
yes.
So I think one of the reasons too why we deal with having bad habits is because stress. Everyday life be lifing.
Yes.
And we know it's always something to do. I would stress myself out just by saying that. Just by telling myself it's always something to do.
Or making that list and keep looking at it like,
keep looking at it.
This is a long list. I got a lot to do.
I got a lot to do. and then you get to thinking, man, it's every day. So you might think like, what if I just don't do none of it and I just sit here today? What's gonna happen if I do that? Nothing good.
You gonna sit there, then tomorrow you gonna be sitting there, and the next day you gonna be like, I'm not doing
I'm
nothing.
not doing nothing.
That's the bad habit.
That's a bad habit. The bad habit is, yeah, that's yes. So stressing over things leads to us developing habits that can potentially hurt us or
Yes.
harm us. We tend to overindulge, or we tend to consume things that we don't need. And I'm not talking
Mhm.
about like just things like food or smoking or alcohol or anything like that. We consume even content on the internet. We
Mm-hmm.
consume the way we digest the material we read,
Right.
the way we consume those things, and the way we um, take it in and apply it in our lives is
Mm-hmm.
also heavily impacted.
Yes.
So, because I'm stressed out now, or because somebody's stressed out, or because someone's going through something, now they're triggered by everything that they see
Yep.
on social media and they're
Mm-hmm.
taking it personal because they are experiencing something.
Right.
So then that's where you get them folks that pop up under your post and they only got negative shit to say. They never show up when it's something good. They only show up when it's something negative. They never come around and say good job, good work. They only come around and be like, "What your head? What you talking about? Who you talking about?"
You can't do that.
Right? You
Wait,
can't do that.
what?
That nope, nope. So that's another thing is stress can lead us to um, take on different habits, and they might start off as good things too.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes a habit can start off as something good, and then it can transform into something dangerous.
Right.
So, for example, I'm not saying that alcohol is healthy,
Right.
but I always consider alcohol as one of the things that came with a luxury lifestyle or just a lifestyle of success, elegance, top tier. Like I used to think that my parents, well, my dad, I should say, my dad used to tell me when I was a kid, well, you know, they drink wine in France.
Mm-hmm.
And Paris is one of the best places in the world. It's always known for romance. It's always known for just a dope ambiance of people just love and passion and all that. And I'm thinking, okay, and they toasting champagne, and
Right.
they've been drinking wine, and then even the crushing the grapes sounds cool.
Yeah.
I'm just saying they'll even this, or even people who have the habits where they smoke
Mm-hmm.
cigarettes, they have marketing tactics so that it makes you feel like it's top tier, like hookahs.
Right.
Oh, in India, they're on these cute pillows and everybody's sitting low on their pillows, and it's a cute
Just
table, and
comfortable.
everybody's got a little thingy, a hose, and everybody's got their hookah, and it look cool,
Mm-hmm.
like it feels good when you're
Yes.
doing it. I like to hookah,
Yeah,
but
I do
is it
too.
good for me?
Mm-mm.
And I know that.
Mm-hmm.
So let me share something with you. On average,
Okay.
people will become addicted to something,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll take them at least 6 times to fail
Mm.
before they actually stop doing it.
Wow. Mm.
And those 6 times, it doesn't tell you a window span.
Right.
It doesn't say 6 times in 6 years, 6 times in 6 months, 6 times in 6 days. It doesn't say. It just says on average, it will take you at least 6 tries of failure
Mm.
before you actually succeed. I thought that was interesting.
Mm. Can you hear me? Like,
Hmm.
okay, my face. It is very
Now
interesting.
that don't mean get to counting to six.
Because it might take you more.
It don't mean that. It's just a study that was done. But uh I also can see how survival habits or
Mm-hmm.
survival mechanisms within our bodies is also a thing, a factor that um, puts us in these mindsets.
Mm-hmm.
Because what happens is we start to live a life where we tell ourselves we work hard,
Mm.
we deserve rewards.
Exactly.
We work hard, we deserve rewards.
Yes.
So you'll literally hear yourself saying, I'm having this glass of wine. Matter of fact, I'm gonna drink the whole bottle because
I
I
didn't
worked
work hard.
hard.
I don't care what
This
you
is
say.
true,
I
right?
work
I
hard.
work
I'm
hard
enjoying this.
and I
Okay.
want this wine, you know?
Yes.
So I find it to be interesting, an interesting perspective to actually pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
And that paying attention
Mm.
is what helps you develop better habits. Is actually
Man.
paying attention. So I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try this.
You gonna try what? Paying attention?
I'm gonna try paying attention because what we'll do is we'll just roll it off our back.
Yes. That's my favorite word. I tell everybody, hey, pay attention. Are you
Pay
paying
attention.
attention?
Right, pay attention.
And then I used to tell everybody that and like, wait, you not even paying attention. And I sat back here like, wait, okay. I'm like, how you telling us to pay attention and you not paying attention? And oh wait, let me be truthful with myself.
Yeah, let me be real with me. Exactly.
You need to pay a little bit more attention.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, um, we learn survival habits from when we're
Mhm.
kids.
Yes.
We see our parents, we see TV, we see all these things, and we develop these habits based off on what we observed
Mhm.
were things that are supposed to make us feel better. We adopted the belief
Mm.
that these things are what gets us by in life,
Right.
and that it's normal,
Hmm.
and that it's okay,
Hmm.
and as long as you work hard, as long as you pay your bills, as long as you take care of home, go ahead.
But what about
Do
them
what you
health
want to do.
issues?
Exactly.
What about them health issues? What about
Exactly.
teaching your kids that?
Exactly.
And now they growing up and they like, well, hey, mom's gonna do it.
Exactly. Exactly. So I think what it comes down to too is like we're seeking these rewards to feel good, and we're not thinking about if it's a short term or a long term
Right.
reward. And so we need to come up with positive reinforcements for ourselves that
Mhm.
we create these other types of rewards, not rewards that are so easily at our hands.
Right.
Yeah, I can easily pull up at the liquor store. I can
Mhm.
easily go out and have a hookah. I can easily avoid the gym and just tell myself I'll go for a walk. I can
Mhm.
easily pick the easy way for me, the way that I'm the most comfortable to deal with my stress and to
Mhm.
feel accomplished um, with my day by telling myself, you got up today and went to work. You deserve this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
I mean, that's just the truth,
Mhm.
right? That's just the
Yes.
truth. Um, so once we become more intentional with our thoughts,
Right.
once we actually, because what happens is, I feel like you ever just find yourself just sitting there thinking. I
Mm.
doze off into my thinking.
Yes.
Sometimes someone can be talking to me and I'm so caught up in my head, dozing and thinking that I literally don't hear nothing
Nope.
else. And I don't
Everything
get
else
why
be blacked out.
why is it so powerful? I don't understand, but I know when it's happening, but I'm not. It's like I'm there, but
But
I'm
you're
not
not.
there. It's the
Mhm.
weird. It's like I'm daydreaming inside my mind,
Yep.
but I'm having a really serious conversation. What I'm talking about to myself is serious,
Yes. Yes.
but it's there, but I'm not processing.
Mm.
So I think starting to realize, okay, you're thinking about this. How are you processing it?
Right.
And if you're processing it correctly, your habits should start to change.
Right.
I want to change my habits. I
Mm.
don't want to
Do you
be
want to
caught up in
change your
that.
habits, or are you going to change your habits?
See, that's what. Yep, that's it. I am going to change my habits.
Me too,
Because
baby.
what do we get? What do we get when we get caught up in our behaviors? What do we get when we get caught up in our behaviors?
Yes.
Is the reward a facade?
Mm.
It appears to be something that's, oh, this is great.
Mm-hmm.
But that's because it seems so achievable because
Mm-hmm.
we've done it before and we know, oh, it's gonna be a great week
Right.
because I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna do what I got to do. I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna get it done, and then I
Yes.
know this weekend coming up,
I'm gonna
and
celebrate.
and I'm gonna
baby.
celebrate the week.
I'm gonna celebrate.
I'm gonna celebrate the week with whatever I want. We're gonna go out to eat. I might go
Mhm.
to a bowling. You know, we're gonna have dinner with friends.
Mhm.
A lot of people like to go to brunch.
Yes.
You know, there's several events that people like to do throughout, you know. So a lot of people celebrate with these short-term rewards.
Mm.
I'm gonna go to Bath and Body Works. They got a candle sale. I'm about to buy $200 worth of candles because I worked for it. I owe this to myself, right? But we really got to stop those things. Obsessively buying things.
Yes.
I watched a TikTok and this lady had like 1,000 bottles of perfume and they were all stacked up. And some of them were the same bottle. And I'm just trying to think how she finna use all these.
That's what I'm thinking.
And
right
in the
now.
video, she's adding more bottles to different shelves. So like over consuming things is also a bad habit.
It definitely is.
Even if you just think about how bad that is for the environment, that we are over producing lots of shit. Look at like Temu and all that. Like there are a lot of different resources out there where they're promoting consumption, mass production of these things that people crave just to satisfy their own habits. Collecting items is not healthy.
That's
to just be collecting a bunch of stuff that's just sitting there. And I'm not saying she's not going to use her perfume, but it is going to take her a lifetime
to use
to
all
get
of
through
that.
all those perfume bottles.
Unless she giving them out as gifts.
And she done took them out the box. She done took them out the box, but I'll take one.
Without the box.
Right. Without the box. Without the box, I'll take it since she opened it. But yes, everybody has something that's a habit that's not necessarily a good habit. People will find an excuse to use to justify why they're doing what they're doing, and it really just makes them feel good at that moment in time.
Yep.
So it's a mindset thing for sure. I read this thread the other day, and what it was about was how to break like a poor mindset, or how to break a mindset of someone who isn't going where they want to go. Like, for example, it was basically putting people in different classes. So they say that there's the low class, the middle class, and then the high class. This is what they teach us. Okay. So your low class is considered people that they say are poor, people who are poor, and their mindset of survival is to make sure their bills are paid.
Right.
That's all they care about. And so they will work a job and they just feel accomplished by having a job.
Right.
They feel accomplished just from having a job, and they feel accomplished just by being able to do regular things that help them survive day to day.
Right.
So for them, their habits are more focused on
survival.
doing the bare minimum of what needs to be done, and they feel happy there.
Right.
That's the low class mindset. Middle class mindset is, okay, I'm gonna do some work. I'm gonna do enough, right? I'm gonna do enough to where I can get what I want. And so a lot of middle class people find success in buying things. And so they think that their money should be centered and focused on buying the things that they want, the things they deserve, the things that portray what they want to be.
Right.
And so that's why they stay in the middle, because they did enough to get them past that threshold of poverty, but enough to where They can move around, they can get jobs,
Mm-hmm.
they can get themselves involved in a lot of different things, but because of where their mind is, their success needs to reflect in their image.
Right.
And so a lot of people in that level, you'll find they're in the middle class realm because that's what they think they're supposed to do with their money is spoil themselves with these gifts.
Right.
And then you have people who are up here, more high class, and you don't even know they're rich. I mean, and it's not to say that there aren't rich people who don't believe in splurging and buying things for themselves. It's not to say that, but I see a lot of rich people driving that old Toyota Corolla, wearing the worst possible pair of New Balances, beat up forces, and it's not to say that it's not to say, but just because this is something that we see, and people say it all the time, you can't even tell they got money because
exactly
their money, they spend their money on their money.
Right.
So that's the high class mindset, is not just getting by,
right,
not just balling for the hood, but spending your money on your money. And that's when you start to invest in other things like homes, stocks.
Yes.
Things like that. You start to invest in your future.
Yes.
401k, life insurance policies, learning about how you can make your money work for you for the long term.
Exactly. Yes.
So your habits, your discipline, all of that comes into your entire lifetime experience. It's about here. Nothing should be able to stop you from getting where you want to go. We're really our worst enemy.
Exactly.
We're our worst enemy. It's so bad. We self-sabotage. We do it so bad. It's insane. It's the way our mental will play tricks on us and tell us we are doing enough.
Yes.
And the way that these short-term rewards will make you feel like you're where you're supposed to be until you realize you're not.
Exactly.
So I just thought this was an important conversation, because how do we break out of that mindset? How do we get out with the old
and in with
the new?
It's hard. But baby, it's doable. It's doable. And if you really want it, you gonna get it. Yes. If you work for it.
And that's the thing. You definitely have to work for it. And I think that's what separates the people up here from the people here, and the people here is saying, you know what, I don't want to do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Right. Yep. And they focusing on their future. Like, listen here, I'm doing this. I'm not going to be down there because I didn't like it there.
Yeah.
Because I was just getting by. So I'm going to always focus on my future.
Yeah. Like, people will literally neglect the things that they need because they like, well, it might not. But they'll convince themselves, like, for the most part, it's not going to happen. But if it does, then I'll just deal with it when it happens. Like, it's a weird thing.
It's bad.
Like, for example, there was a situation with a house fire recently, and there's been a lot of house fires recently. Not just this recent one that everybody's talking about on social media, but there was an experience with someone who ended up getting money donated to them from a church. And the church put this together, and a lot of people had thoughts on the way that the church should have dispersed the money to this person. And this person got on social media and talked about their experience, and basically said that they weren't getting a good experience with this church because they weren't given the money that was donated for them the way they thought they should receive it. When I heard this situation, I decided to stay out of it. Because, again, this is minding my own podcast.
Right.
I mind my business. I mind my business. But for the sake of today, because this is something that just recently happened, people can understand, relate to it, they've seen it. My thought process is it's unfortunate.
Right.
It's such an unfortunate situation. I feel for the person it happened to who's involved in the house
Yes.
fire, and I also feel for their family.
Mm.
And I just hope that they get through this and that they can stay positive and everything's gonna turn around. Like I
Right.
really feel like that for this person. However, if we look at it on a different spectrum and we take out our emotions and we take out, um, you know, just the overall empathy
Mm-hmm.
for this person in the situation, and we just look at it just straight, clean through black and white, what could this person have done to help themselves? And what I'm saying is, a lot of people don't do that. They never stop and say, dang, this happened to me. What could I have done
Mm-hmm.
to have helped myself so that even in this situation, I wouldn't be so hurt?
Right.
Well, some people get renter's insurance.
Mm. Backup plan. Yes.
So when you know that what you have is a tangible item,
Cherish it.
you know it's tangible, right? You know that this isn't going to last forever.
Mm-hmm.
You know that, right?
Yes.
Just like we know our bodies won't last forever.
Exactly.
And so we have to treat things as such. This won't last forever.
Hmm.
I won't be here forever.
Right.
So I have to do something, right, to preserve that.
Mm-hmm.
So in the case of our things, we preserve those things with life insurance. We preserve those things with renters
Mm-hmm.
insurance, home insurance.
Yes.
Now, I'm not saying I don't think that should be a scam, because sometimes I just feel like these insurance companies, they really overdoing it. Honestly, I really, trust me, I'm not a fan about having to pay somebody just in case.
Right.
But that's the world we live in. We
Mm-hmm.
have to prepare for the just in case.
Yes.
It's the same as if when you go to a doctor's appointment and it ain't nothing wrong with you.
Mm-hmm.
You're going for the just in case. You're going for preventative
Yes.
methods. You're going for your peace.
Mm-hmm.
You're going for your success.
Exactly.
You're going for your long-term reward.
Mm.
Because if I know this is tangible, I'm tangible, and I know nothing is forever, I have to use preventative methods. I have to use tools, resources, and things that are going to help me in case something
Exactly.
happens. That's the
Mhm.
same with me getting up and saying I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to the gym just to prevent
Mm-hmm.
the worst case scenario, which is me not being able to breathe or
Mhm.
my hip going out.
Right.
Or I can't do the mega knees.
Or you walking up them stairs and you getting tired,
You getting
just in
tired.
case I pass out at the top because I'm so tired.
Or whatever it is, right? Yes. Like it's just it's and so like while we can empathize and we can have compassion and things, absolutely.
Mhm.
Like that's just something we're built with. But when we let our judgment
Right.
become clouded
Cloudy.
with our own self-doubt, our
Mm.
own emotions, our
Mm,
own
mm,
personal experiences, we let that be it.
mm.
We got to stop that shit.
We definitely do.
We got to stop that shit.
We
So,
definitely do. It's time. It's definitely time. It's so time. That's one of my habits as well. Bad habits as well.
yeah.
Actually holding on to things. I would just hold on. Well, my friend gave me this and I want to keep it. Why do I want to keep it, or why do I need to keep it?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, me holding on to things was definitely a bad habit for me.
And I think, well, that comes with you probably feeling like, okay, well, if I get rid of this, you know, is there going to be another one? Like, or is maybe this is such a unique item,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe this is something that has value outside of, what everybody else understands.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's not a really well. I mean, with material things, I guess it can vary. Memorabilia, things that remind you of your accomplishments. That's why people keep trophies and plaques
Mm-hmm.
and things like that, because they those are their accomplishments. Those are things that they achieved.
I'm talking about clothes.
Oh, so we talking about clothes.
I'm talking about clothes. I'm talking about people. I'm talking about just things that I didn't have for so long and it's kind of wearing off. And it's like, you need to get rid of
Okay.
that. Like, yeah, I'm not talking like those are rewards, those are like achievements. So, yes, I'm going to hold on to those. I can see it and it will take me back to that memory to be like, oh, yes, I really came this far. I
Yeah.
even have something to show me. So that, but I'm talking about them two little clothes that I can't fit and I'm just holding on
Oh,
to
okay.
them, or them
Okay.
bigger clothes I'm holding on to. And I'm like, well, maybe I'll get small. I'm gonna keep this just because I make it big. No, I'm gonna get rid of it. I need to get rid of it. And I
Yes.
just held on to it. I still got clothes in my closet that I'm not able to fit
I got
or
rid of like
fit.
6 bags of clothes.
I did too, but I still got them there because I'm like, this so cute. Just I got it all rid of all this. I'm gonna just hold on to this one.
Nope. Time to let go. Time to let go of it. Bye bye. Gotta go.
Yes, yes. And I found out me actually holding on to a lot of that, it made me hold on to a lot of things that was built up inside of me or caused me a lot of pain. And it's like, you do I want to be big or do I want to be this small again?
Right.
So why am I keeping it if I don't want this?
Right.
So yeah, it's just been a big thing holding on to
Holding on
things.
to stuff. Yeah, I get that.
Mm, mm, mm.
So I'm gonna leave y'all with a couple thoughts. So one of the things there was a couple quotes that I came across. One of them is discipline is the refining fire
Mm.
by which talent becomes ability.
Yes.
Discipline is the refining fire by which talent becomes ability.
Mm.
See, because you can have all the talent all day, but if
Yes.
you lack discipline, the person with the discipline is going to surpass the one with talent, which is why you got so many talented people who haven't gone anywhere.
Right. Yes.
And it's just because they don't have the same discipline.
Yes.
So remember that your discipline will always trump your talent.
Mm.
It's the fuel for your abilities.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Remember that. Another one was we must all suffer one of two things: the pain of discipline
Yes.
or the pain of regret and disappointment.
Yes.
You choose. The crazy part about it is they both hurt. They both cause you to be uncomfortable. They both do the same thing. Me sitting on the couch eating a bag of potato chips is hurting me just as bad as me going to the gym.
Especially when you're done on leg day.
Yes. I ain't gonna lie, that leg day, boy. Woo. And the last quote says, discipline is built by consistently performing small acts of courage.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Discipline is built by consistently performing small acts of courage.
Mm. Mm.
So every day that you pursue something out of your norm, out of your comfort zone, you are being courageous.
Mm. 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 Mm.
So praise your courageous side.
Mm.
When you get up at 5 a.m., oh my God, when I get up at 5 a.m., I got to tell myself, you got a lot of courage.
Mm.
You got a lot of courage. Instead of saying, you tired as hell.
Mm-hmm.
You got a lot of courage to still be getting up this early and you
Mhm.
don't feel good or you
Yes.
don't feel like it.
And you finna have a beautiful day because
Yes.
you got a lot of courage.
Because you got a lot of courage.
Man, it's gonna give you a lot of confidence, energy.
Yes.
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 Make them vibes amazing. Good vibes when you tell yourself good things,
Good things.
positive things.
Yeah.
Even
And-
when you don't want to.
And maybe it'll help, like, too, like, I don't know, maybe when your alarm goes off, have a note attached. So
Mm.
when you open your phone and you turn off that alarm, there's a good positive note attached
Dang, I left my
saying
phone.
something. Maybe you put something like, be your best you today.
That's exactly what I do.
Go kick ass. You a
Let's
bad
go.
bitch.
Today is the
Something
day
like
to
that.
be gorgeous, to
Yes.
be amazing. I
Today's gonna
put
be
that
amazing.
on my phone when I set my alarm. I actually really do that.
I like that.
Hmm
I like that
I
a lot.
really do. It's crazy that I don't got my phone and usually it sits right here. But yeah, and it really helps because I look at it like, okay, well, go ahead and get up, Shavonda, and you about to start this great day.
Yeah.
You about to feel amazing today. You about to go out there and actually put some good energy into the world. So yes, baby, if you need to take a couple more moments, go ahead.
Yeah.
But it's time to get up.
It's time to get up. But at the same time as you telling yourself it's time to get up, you need to tell yourself it's time to lay down.
Oh yeah, I have to do that.
Because
I have to.
I think that's why too, it's like I be feeling like, okay, this is how my day went.
Mm.
I woke up, it was dark outside. Especially right now during this season, y'all. It's more challenging. You
Mm-hmm.
wake up, it's dark outside.
Mm-hmm.
5 a.m. It is dark outside. It
Mm.
feels like it is still time to be asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so hard. It's dark outside. So you're dealing with that. Then on top of that, you have to tell yourself, get up.
Mm-hmm.
But if you stayed up late the night before, it feel like you just went to sleep. So,
Mm.
but it's hard for you to go to sleep at night because you feel like you did all this during the day that was mostly not for you.
Mm. Wow.
And now you want something for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But see, if we change that and say, I'm gonna start doing more of what's for me,
Mm-hmm.
then I won't feel the need to stay up so late at night to
Yes.
do something for me.
Yes. Yes.
Like I literally feel like, oh, I deserve this peace and quiet.
Mm-hmm.
I deserve to watch this show.
Mm-hmm.
I want to binge on 4 episodes tonight. You feel like that. You feel like I want to do something for myself for today because I had to get up at 5 in the morning. I didn't want to do that. I had to deal with traffic. I had to go to the office and deal with that for however many hours.
Mm-hmm.
I had to come home. I had to cook dinner.
Hmm.
I had to feed the family. And before you know it, it's time to lay down.
Excellent. Yep.
And even though you should be asleep by 9, you decide to stay up to 11 or 12 because you didn't do nothing. You feel like you didn't do nothing for you all
All
day.
day. Yep.
So how can you change that and make sure you do for you throughout the day so you don't feel like you need to put yourself in this messed up situation every night?
Mm-hmm.
Because it feels good at the time because the house is quiet, everybody's
Yes.
asleep, and you can finally have some time to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It feels so good until the next morning and it's dark outside.
And you don't want to go to
and
the
you don't wanna
gym.
go to the gym. See,
That's
now,
why you ain't going to the
and
gym.
ultimately, what it is it's a cycle of you self-sabotaging because you're telling yourself, like, yes, stay up because it feels good, I deserve it.
Mhm.
But then the next morning, you're saying, I can't get up because I stayed up last night because
Mhm.
it felt good and I deserved it. But really, you
Mhm.
didn't deserve that.
Right.
You deserve this.
Yes.
Getting up every day and doing what you need to do to be the
Mhm.
best version of you. So we
Yes.
have to start to create better habits for ourselves, and it starts up here. It starts up here, including me, y'all. I'm
Mhm.
fucked up too.
Hey, listen, you ain't the only one, baby. I'm right with you, but I'm a work in progress.
We a work in progress.
I'm
We're a
getting
work in
it.
progress.
Yes.
And
I've
yes.
been putting in the work, but I still got my
We're
work to
gonna
do.
get it and you also have to realize the work just don't stop.
Man.
The work don't stop, man.
Do it seem like you get more work?
Yes.
You got more work? Like, dang,
Ugh.
I just did this. You telling me I got more work?
And I will overwhelm myself with that.
Mm.
I will overwhelm myself with that, and that's how my anxiety starts to trigger. I was like, dang, I gotta get up. I gotta get dressed. Gotta take a shower. Gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with my dang on hair. Am I wearing makeup today? Am I not wearing makeup today? No, I don't feel like wearing makeup today. Damn, I don't know if I want to wear these shoes. Why didn't I pick up my clothes last night?
See?
I didn't pick up my clothes last night because I didn't know what I was gonna feel like wearing today. I did pick out my clothes last night, but I don't even want to wear what I picked out last night. Like it's just a mess. The brain is a bomb.
For me, I actually, like you said, I've learning how to create different things for me.
Yeah.
With that, I most definitely I set my clothes out for the whole week. I don't care if I don't want to wear it or not. This is what you're wearing because it's already out for you.
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. This is what I'm wearing. If it don't fit, it don't fit. I'm still gonna wear it. Whether if I'm comfortable, if this is a comfortable day, it's gonna be a comfortable day. But I chose that, and this is what it is.
Yeah.
Like the same thing with the bedtime. I got a 12-year-old daughter. She don't go to school until 8 o'clock in the morning. So I let her, to 9 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
But 7 o'clock, you got to wind down because
Right.
that's my time.
Mm-hmm.
Go spend time with do your do for the next 2 hours, and I'm gonna do me. Don't bother me.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't gave you all of this time, and she honestly respects that.
Well, that's
Like
good.
9 o'clock, baby. I'm 9:30, right behind you. If I'm getting up at 5:36, baby, you getting up at 7. So we gotta
Right.
get this sleep.
We gotta get this together. We gotta get this rest.
Yes. Yes.
But I'm glad we had this talk because none of us are perfect. And I don't want anybody to beat themselves up for not being perfect. But I also don't want anybody to physically cause themselves harm, meaning your health is declining, your mental is under crisis. And you're just looking for the next thing that's gonna make you feel better.
Right.
And that's how people adopt those bad habits is they get triggered, and then the triggers cause these behaviors. And these behaviors cause you to
self-sabotage.
Unfortunately, that's what happens.
It is. It is. I done it many a times, baby. Yes.
And you know what? Another thing is there is so much going on with our bodies that a lot of us, if we aren't scientific or we don't know a lot of that, it's hard to understand what's really happening. But like dopamine, our brain creates a lot of it when we do these things that make us feel good. And that's what we crave. We crave that dopamine, that immediate feeling of satisfaction and reward. Like, yes, I did something that made me feel like this. This is what I've been chasing. This is what I've been wanting to feel. And we got to figure out other ways to make that happen. Maybe your mindset is, okay, now I got this goal.
That's it.
And every day I'll do this to get to this, to this, to this. And honestly, that's why I said in the beginning, I don't know if what I was doing in school was a good or a bad thing because that's what I was telling myself is do this, do this, do this, do this. Every
like
day,
I was saying, you was already
something
in the process.
And it's going
taking them steps.
I was learning.
Yes. And you was teaching yourself to your own ability.
Yes. Now maybe I should give myself a little more time though.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I was playing with fire a little bit.
Right. But it helped you.
But it did help me at the time. Like that's what was pushing me. But again, yes, I wouldn't encourage my kids to do no shit like that.
Nah.
So
nah. But it works for you.
It did.
I'll let my kids try it though. If that's what, go ahead, see what it works. But I'm letting you know it didn't work for me, or it don't work for me now. It did back then, but now me procrastinating. Do you see how I be rushing in? Like, let's go. Do you see how I actually have to get stressed to actually move forward? Yeah. Like, no, that's not a good thing. Pay attention to this now.
I don't think it's good.
It was back then, but it's not now.
Toxic energy? I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe that was maybe that's what you needed actually to push you forward in the beginning. Now you don't need it so much right now.
Right, you're right.
So now the procrastination is it's a problem for you now because again, you got a lot more things going on and you have to move in a different way versus you did before. I'm sure you didn't have no kids, right?
Oh yeah, yes I did.
Oh, okay.
In college, yeah.
So who was there to support you though?
Girl, I had my mom, my sister, my man at the time.
Hmm. So
Yeah.
you were still able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So hey, I could still move this way and move that way because I still got the support. But when it's now affecting your whole lifestyle, then yes, it's a bad habit for you.
Yeah. Yeah. When it's affecting your whole lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Good points.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I hope that this was helpful for everybody watching.
Yes.
I know it was helpful for me just talking it
Look,
through.
you see me like I'm just paying attention. I'm listening, baby, because the
Girl.
information is amazing. And it's making me think like, yes,
Yeah.
yes, I have come a long way, but I still got work to do.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
So it's just making me feel good and I'm still
Yeah, we still gotta keep them
smiling.
smiles. Definitely. Gotta stay happy. But
Yes.
yeah, guys, just learn yourself a little bit
Yes.
better. Be more intentional with the way you move for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, it could be anything. I just used a few examples because those are some of the things that I want to conquer and those things that I want to work on is
Right.
getting back into the mindset of it's not that I deserve to be on the couch and watching TV and binging on Twizzlers and Milky Way bars or whatever y'all snacks is
Drinking that wine.
or sipping that wine, right? It's not that. That's not what makes it deserve. That's not what makes me deserve.
Right.
You know, I don't. That's not what's deserving for me.
Mm.
That's not really that big of a reward.
Mm.
That's really not valuable.
Right.
Like tell yourself, this isn't really helping me.
Mm.
How is this getting me to where I want to go?
Right.
I'm not gonna be skinny in the morning. Or you know.
So
Or
let me go and do this work. Let me go to
care.
this gym. If I gotta do 30 minutes instead of an hour, I still got up and went to the gym. So I'm proud of myself. You definitely have to give yourself that push to say, I accomplished something.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something that's going to help me grow. Although it's not exactly what I wanted to do or how I wanted to do it, you still accomplished that.
Yeah.
You're in the process. And you moving along. So
Yeah.
that's what's matter. It's helping you grow instead of keeping you down.
Right. And there's relapses. I done relapsed on the gym a couple times.
Who you talking about? Me with marijuana? Yeah. I didn't quit 2 times already. And I'm like, okay, I got this. I didn't quit for a whole 7-8 months. Wow. And everybody around me just smoking. And then I got all stressed. And I'm like, you know what? Let me hit that. I thought you quit. I did. But right now I'm stressed. And I need something to calm me down.
And then it just spiraled back.
And then it just kept going. And I'm like, fuck. Now you back hooked. Now, what you gonna do now? Because that didn't work. Hey, I gotta change the environment. I gotta change who I'm hanging out with if I want to stay moving forward.
That's a big part of it too.
And I realized that, hey, you gotta be a little bit stronger, Shavonda. Okay, you strong for this. I know you can be strong for that.
Yeah.
So I just take
now you hearing yourself, right?
Hey, look, I take it all in, baby. Yes,
taking it all in.
Taking it all in.
Oh Lord. You said 5 a.m. tomorrow?
Look, yeah, 4:30. You gonna be ready?
And you know, a lot of people around this time get to thinking about these things too. Like, oh, I got some bad habits I want to break in. And around this time of year, people really get to talk about, I'm about to change my lifestyle. I'm about to eat better. I'm about to hit the gym. I'm about to do these things so that I can be who I want to be by next summer.
Right.
People get, focused on that and the aesthetic of what you can achieve. And so the latest time that I committed to the gym, I shifted my mindset from the aesthetic of it all and the body goals,
right,
to the health goals.
Yes,
like me. I want to be healthy. I want to live long. I want to be here for my kids and the kids they have, and I want to be fly all at the same time.
Yes,
so it's getting back to that mindset. And figuring out a way to feel well rested. Because honestly, that is one of my biggest things is I don't like being tired. I don't like feeling sleepy. And sometimes it feels like you just not getting enough sleep.
And it make you procrastinate because now you're moving slow. You're drained.
Yeah. or you're just not doing things at all. You're not
Mm-hmm.
doing certain things. You're just doing what you got to do to get by. Again,
Exactly.
like, and you can't live like that.
Mm-mm. It
And
don't work.
it don't work.
It may work for a minute, but it's coming back. It's coming back around.
It's
Hey,
coming back around.
you gotta walk through this.
Yeah,
You have to learn it.
you got to.
Whether you want to or not, it's going to help you grow and help move you forward so that you can elevate in life. Otherwise, you're gonna stay in poverty.
Mhm. And that's it. That's it.
You're
Otherwise,
gonna stay struggling and being depressed.
You will for real.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't have riches if your health is messed up.
Nope. Nope. Somebody
At the end of
told
the
me
day,
health is wealth. And how
that's-
are you going to do
thank you. I was
anything
just about
if
to
you're
say that.
not healthy?
Health is wealth,
Yes. Yes.
and not just your physical, but
Mm-mm.
your
Mental and emotionally
It's
as well.
all,
It's
coming
all
together.
connected.
Yep.
It's connected, baby.
So,
It's connected.
well, I want to thank all of you for tapping in. Everybody that got a chance to, watch Shavonda and I have this discussion. This was a
Yes.
really good talk. It's just something that was on my mind. I know a lot of people are starting to think about it. This is that time of year where people are just like, okay, what do I need to work on?
Mhm.
And I mean, we should be doing this all year round.
Right.
But for some reason around this time of year, it's just been a thing where we've been conditioned
Right.
in our lives. This is just how we were taught, is that what are you going to do for your New Year's resolution?
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do this next upcoming year to be a better you? And a lot of people will be like, I'm about to kill it for the next year. This year was struggling. I learned this, I learned that. But next year, we ain't on that. And then the next year comes.
And
it
you
be
ain't
the
doing
same
nothing. Look, that's why for me, I honestly started to create. Okay, this year I'm gonna do this, and next year I'm gonna do that. For me, I don't make my New Year's resolution at the end of the year. I actually make it at the beginning of the
That's
year.
good. That's good.
So it goes, and I give myself time to prepare. So by the end of the year, I know I didn't already tapped into it. I know what it is I need to do. So by next year, it's a brand new start for me. So I could just go right on in it. And so next at the end of the year,
what I'm saying is you don't have to wait. You can start today. You don't have to wait. But a lot of people don't start to feel the pressures of changing those things until the year almost over and the new year coming.
Yeah.
Even a lot of people do.
Definitely do.
That's why the gym is packed, and it's packed for so many months. Then people get to falling off.
You're like, what happened?
Yeah.
Why is there so many people here?
Yeah. It's like, okay, yeah, those folks gave up. And so now we got the gym back to ourselves. But I don't want nobody to give up, y'all.
No,
keep working towards y'all goals. Keep working on bettering yourself. Understand that what you think is a reward is not a reward. The reward is what you can get out of the situation for the long term, not just the short term, not just out of one weekend. It's not about just taking expensive trips or buying those new shoes or getting that BBL.
Right.
I'm just saying.
He walked in like, what? You heard
Some people
that?
feel like they really accomplished something because they got that BBL. That's my point. That's what I'm trying to say is some people really feel like that was what they accomplished. Like, that's my accomplishment. I bought that car. That's my accomplishment. I purchased that house. That's my accomplishment. But at the end of the day, our accomplishments need to also be things that aren't
material. Yep.
Things you can't see. The actions, the things that you, the challenges that you bestow upon yourself to conquer is having courage to do more outside of just what you look like and what you have. Is the inner work. Savannah, hey girl. Hey Jessica.
Hey.
Hey Ramona. She said, I tried to get my clothes ready at night, but I'll be a whole nother version of myself in the morning. That's what I'm saying.
See, and I used to be like that, but like I said, I created a different mindset for myself. So even it's not even the night before for me no more. I do it for my daughter just to get her prepared, but for me, it's the whole week.
Mhm.
You know, hey, it is what it is. I'm
I
this
want to
is
get there.
this is what I'm doing. I organize all my stuff. I got folders for things I have to do. Like I don't have a 9 to 5 job, so I made my own 9 to 5 job at home, and I
Right.
got a folder. I work for 3 to 4 hours, and this is what I'm gonna do in this time frame, and this is what I'm gonna do in this time frame, and it, you know, and then it kind of balanced out my whole work shift,
Mhm.
like I was at work, and then I come home. Well, I'm already at home, so I get up and go in the kitchen, cook, get ready for my daughter to come home. So now I'm back. I'm mom, and I'm doing it all at the house. Like,
Yeah.
okay, it didn't have to stop for me. It did at once upon a time for me to actually tap into my own self. But hey, now it's better than ever for me because
Yeah.
now my mental is not to procrastinate, or I'm not just sitting and I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Stressing or worrying about it now. I don't
Mhm.
have to do that because I didn't already put it out. This is what it
You
is.
created a plan.
Yes. Yes. And it works wonders, baby. I swear.
My problem
Swear.
is I don't like none of my clothes no more.
I don't either, but I know at this point in time, this is what I got. So I'm going to work
So you
with
gonna work with it.
it.
Kudos to you, sis. Kudos to you.
Yes.
So
Yes.
yes, I want to thank you again for coming.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Hmm.
This is always a vibe. She's a vibe.
I needed this. Look, yeah, I'm listening. I needed this.
Girl, you and me both. I'm like, ooh, I gotta do something.
Man.
I ain't gonna lie though, got a little thicky thick. Scared
So
what's
you
gonna
going to the
happen.
gym?
I but see, and that's the thing. I need to get back to strategically going to the gym. See, that's another thing. Like, don't just be doing stuff just to be
Mm-hmm.
doing it. People will go to the gym and just hop on the treadmill. And I'm not saying it's not a good thing because some
Right.
people, yeah, you got to get on the treadmill. At least it's something you start somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
and it's consistency really.
Right. Yes.
But challenge yourself too when you go to the gym.
Yes.
Go there with the plan to say, I'm gonna get
Mm-hmm.
out my comfort zone today. I'm not going to get on the treadmill. I'm going
Mm-hmm.
to lift some dumbbells.
Yep. I'm gonna do them squats
I'm gonna do them
today.
squats today. Today I'm gonna try the stair climber or the elliptical trainer. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes.
Something,
Or
just
I don't like the
something.
pull up bar, but I'm going to pull it, try, tap into it and pull up myself anyways. I don't know how far I'm gonna get, but
Right.
hey, it's something different.
But it's something different.
Hmm.
And always challenge you. So
Yes.
I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Always challenge yourself
Yes.
and be mindful.
Yes.
Be intentional.
Hmm.
All right. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this together.
Yeah.
Don't you call me 5 a.m. saying you at the gym.
I'm gonna call you at 4:30. Like, hey, baby, you ready? And then I'm gonna call you at 4:40. We gotta be there by 5.
Might need it. That's the thing. Yes. See, you need an accountability partner. That also, see, not for real.
Yes.
So, yeah, I will see you all next week, Wednesday. Again, I'm your host, Kenda. This is my show, my own podcast.
Yes.
And y'all have a good night.